Hello everyone. Uh, you have already seen one lecture of mine on network diagrams, how to predict the time, the critical path, the duration, the dependencies and all. So this presentation will be an extension to the earlier one, and it's the same example with the same duration and with the same activities as well as dependencies. Here I have included two extra columns: duration, crash duration and resource loading. This lecture is about fast tracking and crashing. So we will first see what crashing is, and later on we will look into fast tracking. Crashing is nothing but, here these two methods are for schedule compression. To start with, schedule compression is the reducing the time required to complete the project in such a way that minimum risk is involved. So let's start with crashing first. If you notice this diagram, this is the one that was presented in my first lecture, and the things that have changed are for activity B and for activity E, and the way in which they have been changed is, these are the preconditions. The critical path in our earlier example was 21 days, but the client wants the project completed in 15 days. So what needs to be done? So initially this was 6 and this was 7. What we did was, in order to reduce the time duration by 6 days, we first included path activity B, and then we checked activity E. So from activity B, we reduced activity B duration by half. And how did we reduce that? By increasing the number of resources. We doubled the number of resources. So time required to complete B was reduced by half. Similar case is for E, but here the time duration was 7 days and we already reduced 3 days, right? So remaining balance was for 3 more days, since we needed a reduction of 6 days. So what we did was, we added a resource we added a resource in the multiple of 1.75, and that brought the time duration to 4. So it's a simple math calculation. Initially it was 7. So in order to reduce the time to 4 days, we required 1.75 resources, and in this way we had to add one resource at this activity and 0.75 resource at this activity. So this brought down the time of the critical path by 6. This is the way in which we did crashing. So in crashing, the main risk involved is, it will cost more, obviously, because here I have presented a resource loading chart, and you can see that for all the other activities no resource increase is there, except activity B and activity E. So resource loading is in this manner: 2 resources here and 1.75 resources over here. And this is the way, if we have a dollar amount for each of the resources per hour or per day, then we just simply multiply this with the dollar amount to get the additional cost. So that is how the cost multiplies in case of crashing. Crashing just has one risk, that the cost of the project will be more. Other than that, there are no extra risks involved in crashing. So now the critical path is of 15 days. It has been reduced. If you check, I redid all the figures over here to make it 15 days, to complete it in 15 days. So this is how you do crashing. Here it ends. So this is a simple example of crashing. And now we will see what is meant by fast tracking. Fast tracking is nothing but doing activities in parallel. In fast tracking, when we do activities in parallel, we remove the dependencies. We remove the dependence. Here we have removed the dependency between A and B. If you go up and see here, we had a dependency of A on B. So only after A completes we can start activity B. But what we did here was remove the activity B and make it parallel to activity A. So activity B starts at the same time as activity A. And here, since we have removed the dependency, we have increased the risk. The risk increases automatically in fast tracking. So I calculated the times again. So this activity A starts at 0, it ends, so 0 plus 5 is 5, 5 is carried forward, 5 plus 7 is 12, 12 is carried forward, 12 plus 3 is 15, 15 is brought down, and here 0 plus 6 is 6. Going down, we see that 0 plus 4 is 4, 4 is carried forward, 4 plus 5 is 9, and the backward pass we will take the maximum. So maximum is 15, so 15 is put here and as well as here. Then 15 minus 5 will be 10, 10 is carried backward, 10 minus 4 is 6. Similarly here 15 minus 6 is 5. Sorry, 15 minus 6 is 9. Yeah. So this is the way we do fast tracking. Let us see the calculations in crashing. So we start with 0, 0 plus 5 is 5, 5 is carried forward, 5 plus 3 is 8, 8 is carried forward, 8 plus 4 is 12, 12 is again carried forward, 12 plus 3 is 15, so 15 ends here. Then we go to this path, 0 plus 4 is 4, 4 is carried forward, 4 plus 5 is 9, 9. Here we take the maximum again for the backward pass, so it will be 15, 15 minus 3 is 12, 12 is carried backward, 12 minus 4 is 8, 8 is carried backward, 8 minus 3 is 5, 5 is carried backward, 5 minus 5 is 0. So this is the way. And here 15 minus 5 is 10, 10 is carried backward, 10 minus 4 is 6. So we have taken care that here this activity is not on the critical path, so I just change the color over here. It will be an ordinary activity. So this is how we do calculations for fast tracking and crashing. These are examples of schedule compression. In case you get questions on schedule compression in the exam, it will be of this fashion. Apart from this, you may also get certain definition based questions on fast tracking. A question might come stating what are the main disadvantages of fast tracking. So in that you will have to mention that fast tracking involves a lot of risk. So if there is an option that risk is high in fast tracking, then you select that option. it's a general rule in PMP that you select the best possible option. The best possible option, you have to use a method called as elimination, in which first you start down eliminating the worst possible answer, then you come to the second worst possible answer. Sometimes you may end up with two best answers, so in that case you have to take great care that you don't end up giving the wrong choice as the answer. So that is how we calculate based on fast tracking and crashing. If you have any questions, do post a comment, do like my video, and do subscribe to my channel if you have not yet done so. That's all guys. Thank you so much. Bye.